When Tommy Robinson appeared in court, he asked permission not to give out his home address on the grounds that it would be dangerous for his family. The court refused that on the insistence of a court reporter called Tristan Kirk. Why do you think he was insisting in such a way that Robinson give out his home address, when it's well known he has been the subject of several death threats? I'm Graniopteryx. All right, so the way the Telegraph reported the court case was this. Tommy Robinson refuses to give address in court and claims his family has faced serious threats. And indeed, he has, or they have. And this is how it's recorded in a report in the Tyfyside Advertiser, which is a Welsh newspaper. Pembrokeshire, I think, the southern west corner of Wales. It's got a few holiday resorts there, nice place. This is how the journalist starts the report. Far-right figure Tommy Robinson has denied refusing to leave a march against anti-Semitism. And in that you see all the messages that this journalist wishes to give about Tommy Robinson. He's a far-right figure, and he refused to leave a march against anti-Semitism, which means he was there to make trouble for anti-Semitism, which is entirely wrong, of course. But a quick read, that's the first line. You might not read any more, and you've got that message. Tommy Robinson, bad. This is the way the newspaper manipulates. All newspapers manipulate, and we have to be on the lookout for that. The 40-year-old, whose real name is Stephen Yaxley Lennon, is accused of failing to comply with a direction to leave an area in... this is a bit more accurate. An area in Westminster on November the 26th of last year. And what happened when he was taken to court, he said he didn't want to give his home address because there was this problem with death threats being sent to him. And he's the subject of something called an Osman order, I think. It's something like that. It's a situation where the police are obliged, when there's a credible death threat, to come to your home and deliver a letter, a document, into your hands, so there's proof that you've been warned, to tell you that you have had a credible death threat and possibly to advise you on... Sorry. Spam. All right. Where was I? Yeah, if you get a credible death threat, the police have to come to your house and they have to deliver into your hands a letter advising you of this, and again, and to advise you on steps you can take. And I think that's happened 12 times to Tommy Robinson. So that means there is a serious danger to his life. Nonetheless, Tristan Kirk, a journalist from the Evening Standard, opposed the application on behalf of the press. I mean, this is badly written, but Tristan Kirk opposed the application. And he did that for all his press colleagues, that it's really in the public interest for everyone to know what Tommy Robinson's address is. I would suggest that it is nobody's interest to know where he lives. And the only possible reason for... well, no, there are a couple of possible reasons, but the first is spite. You're putting a man's life in danger. You really are putting a man's life in danger. But with a name like Tristan, I'm sorry, there are very few people called Tristan among the, what we might call, working classes. But there are quite a few of them in the aspiring middle and upper middle classes. And one of the great reasons for Tristan Kirk suddenly to be a champion in favour of open information is to show how far he is from an oik like Tommy Robinson by insisting that this man get the full force of the law, and possibly anyone else. It's one of these luxury beliefs thing. He can show how much he is a member of the educated intelligentsia, as opposed to the yobbos like Tommy Robinson. Let's really slap this guy down, show him where he belongs. He should be working in mill. Except there aren't any mills left. And even worse, the judge, Brian E. Clark, refused the application on the possibly she might have done anyway, but certainly Tristan Kirk would have helped her reach that decision. He referred to the principle of open justice. I do not see what is in the interests of justice to give a man's home address when he has been known to be threatened. I really can't see that. Anyway, Tristan Kirk referred to the principle of open justice and noted that the application had been made at the last minute with little time for the press to prepare. To prepare what? So they could go round to his wife and kids' home and pester them? It's truly nasty. He's nasty. I don't know what the judge was thinking, because she knows his life, and his children's life would be in danger as well. So, but there could be another reason behind this. What Tommy Robinson did was say he is of no fixed abode. You can say that, because he's not living with his wife anymore, and he comes and goes from his mother's place. So he can say, in absolute honesty, he is of no fixed abode. Poor fellow. But now, when he is reported in the news, you'll get this. Far-right figure Tommy Robinson, of no fixed abode, has done something else that the establishment disapproves of. So, a no fixed abode means you're not really a member of society. Tramps have no fixed abode. Casual labourers have no fixed abode. That puts him right back into the rootless working class, the ones who can't even afford a house, a fixed abode of any sort. So that's what they're doing to Tommy Robinson. And when Tristan Kirk, when Tristan Kirk insisted on Tommy Robinson's address, I was brought to mind of Richard Rich, the guy who testified against Thomas More in the trial that Henry VIII cooked up to remove opposition to his divorce and marriage to Anne Boleyn, his divorce from Catherine of Aragon, and then his marriage to Anne Boleyn. And Richard Rich stood up for Henry VIII, and he became very rich and powerful after that, and died loaded with honours. Nobody liked him. Everybody knew what a rat he was, but he didn't seem to mind too much. And he died in his bed, which is more than Thomas More did. I'm interrupting to remind you to click like and to subscribe and share. Also, I'm constantly being told that YouTube removes subscriptions, so please click the notification bell and check that you really are subscribed. All the links to my other channels are in the description, including links to donation sites. I'm always grateful, of course, for donations, but simply clicking like is the best thing you can do for this video and my channel generally. Thank you. Rich got his foothold in power and success in society, peddling the establishment line, backing them up. He didn't mind what happened to More. And I have a feeling that's what's happening here with Mr. Kirk. All right, Tristan. Well, I know who you are. Till next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the Graniopteryx design or Granbo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.graniopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.